Shalom, Israel, Shalom. This is the brother Quatazi Yahuwah back at it with another lesson. Lord willing, this be quick, fast, straight to the point. Didn't get to do no, lunchtime lesson or lunch break lesson at the plantation. So it's midnight, 12:30. I'm at the house. The spirit was on me to go into a couple things real quick, a few articles. All right. Lord willing, this won't be too long. Because it's a lot of breaking news every single day. It's a lot of shit going on, wickedness, is through the roof. It's at an all-time high. We're getting closer and closer to the end, so that's why you're seeing us do a lot of these, breaking news, in the news, videos, bringing out these different articles and such, man, because it's just, we getting there, man. We getting to the end. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there laboring in this truth and faith and sincerity. Shalom to you families out there watching, waiting, praying on Yahweh Shai's second return. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the hopeful elect. All right, man. So the first thing I wanted to bring out, man, was the fact that, the love of many is waxing cold, something crazy, man, like the scriptures say. All right, this article reads, nurse, 32 years old, shoots dead her two young sons and grandmother before shooting herself in a horror quadruple murder-suicide. A nurse shot and killed her two young sons and her grandmother before taking her own life in a devastating quadruple murder-suicide. Authorities made the grim discovery during a welfare check at a Tennessee home on January 2nd, where 4 bodies was found inside. The victims were identified as Aries Thompson, 4 years old, Isaiah, 13, and the great-grandmother, Evelyn Johnson, 88. The boy's mother, Heather Thompson, 32, was also found dead. Authorities said preliminary evidence suggests Heather was responsible for killing her sons and grandmother before dying by suicide. Yeah, man, we in that time, man, where you gonna see a lot of this. You know what I mean? Wait, I'm gonna bring that out in a second. This is one I was just reading before I hit record. Oh, you snitched. Woman shoots 11-month-old son in the face with a 9mm so that her ex-boyfriend would never be a part of his child's life, deputies say. And look at her. Look at this woman, man. This Edomite woman look through his shit, man. Just wicked, man. Like, this shit is crazy, man. Like, the amount of wickedness that people are doing as we in 2026, the amount of evil spirits being sent out is on another level. It's on another level right now, man. All right, let's jump down a little bit. All right, so Stoner, Jake Stoner, and Madeline Daly were in a relationship until July 2024, when Madeline Daly went on the run and tried to keep the location of where she was and where the baby was going to be born a secret. In these months before Basil was born, the baby, on January 8th, 2025, the defendant would allegedly randomly send texts to Mr. Stoner telling him how he would never be a part of his child's life. Stoner managed to reconcile with her and was able to be present for the birth of his son, but relations between the parents soon soured again. Okay, so he was going to court to try to, get custody of his son. And even though that had been ruled in court, she, the mother, the wicked ass mother, was not adhering to it. And she said, received a text message from his former girlfriend calling him a deadbeat dad, telling him that she was already having his son start calling someone else daddy and telling him, oh, you snitched. When Madeline Daly failed to appear for a scheduled court hearing concerning visitation in October, Jake Stoner, was given temporary emergency custody. The father would never see Basil again. Name your son Basil. That's crazy. Anyway, man. Somebody contacted law enforcement and told them Daly was staying in the RV park near Silver City, New Mexico. Deputies with the Grant County Sheriff's Office responded, and the suspect allegedly hid with her son in the RV near the bunkhouse where she had been living. As deputies tried to negotiate with the mother, she is said to have taken a 9mm gun, pointed at her son's face, and fired. And then she was detained. She alleged that Basil would have been in danger if she would have stepped out of that trailer, and that Stoner never wanted anything to do with Basil, financially, physically, emotionally, ever. She allegedly said she ran into the RV with her son because she knew her time was up. Madeline Daly has reportedly been ordered to be held in custody as her case moves through the court system. Yeah, man. The love of many is waxing cold. It's the last article. I'm going to get on that scripture before I pull it out. Parents from hell sent to prison before beheading 2 kids, forcing siblings to view carnage. And this was 12 hours ago. And this nigga look goddamn through his shit. Boy, oh, so shit. Look at they asses, man. Just bug the fuck out, man. 2 California parents from hell were sentenced to life behind bars on Monday on charges they chopped off the heads of their 2 elder kids and forced their younger siblings to stare at their lifeless bodies. A judge threw a book at gruesome couple Maurice Jewel Taylor, 39, and Natalie Samiko Brothwell. I thought that said Brothel. I was like, damn, your last name is Brothel. That's crazy. 49, dishing out sentences of 6 years plus 2 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole. Through is all shit. The jury also found the twisted parents guilty of child abuse for forcing their 8 and 9-year-old boys. The one on the left is a boy. That's a girl, ain't it? 8 and 9-year-old boys to stare at the dead, decapitated bodies of their brother and sister. Oh, wait. Okay, they killed the 2 older ones. Right. Wait, now I'm confused. Hold on, Salakia, bear with me. chopped off the heads of the two elder kids and forced the younger siblings to watch. Okay, so they killed the two older ones, forcing the younger ones to watch. Decapitate. The parents imprisoned them in their rooms without food for multiple days, prosecutor alleged. See? Of course you're going to say some bullshit like that. The victim's maternal grandmother pinned the blame on Taylor, who was that through-ass nigga you saw up there, remarking in a court that he had ruined so many lives, according to NBC. She said Brothwell, the dumb bitch you seen up there, the through-ass bitch, was innocent, the report said. Yeah, that bitch is through as shit, man. Y'all beheaded y'all two eldest children and forced y'all two youngest children to watch and look at they decapitated bodies. Yeah, man. Lord gonna destroy y'all. JOB5 is gonna destroy y'all. You know, but everything works, man. It's almost unfathomable, you know, the way JOB5 does it, man, because you gotta understand, you know, JOB5 used these two individuals, you know, as evil angels, which took these two out, you know. But in the end, it's so that these two can be destroyed as well, you know. Look, man, he's not the king of terrorists for nothing. JOB5 is not the king of terrorists for nothing, man. All right. This is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You know? And I mean, shit. Look at the time we in, man. You see iniquity is through the roof, through an all-time high, wickedness all-time high. So the love of many is definitely waxing cold, man. I wanted to bring this out too, real quick. It's just real quick for the hopeful elect. Look at her dumb ass smiling too in that picture. Taurus smiles in selfie with snow leopard seconds before being brutally mauled. Idiot. I ain't reading all that. The ski resorts where a tourist was attacked lies within the UNESCO park boundaries. Its summit is over 10,000 feet. China hosts one of the largest snow leopard populations. These wildcats are rarely spotted and avoid human contact. So they avoid human contact. This dumb bitch went to go find one. Stupid. That's why you don't tempt the Lord JOB5, you idiots. They are found in the snowy mountain regions of South Asia, Central Asia, and China. Matter of fact, let me grab that, man. Let me just grab that real quick. I mean, there are a lot of scriptures on it. You know, Deuteronomy 6:16. Ye shall not tempt Yahweh your power. Isaiah 7:12. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt Yahweh. Yahushua, Matthew 4:7, Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. Luke 4:12, and Yahushua answering said unto him, it is said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. See? This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 18, verse 23. Before thou prayest, prepare thyself, and be not as one that tempted the Lord. Don't tempt the Lord, man. How do you tempt the Lord? By doing stupid shit like this. By doing stupid shit like skydiving. You know? Bungee jumping. You know? Shit, what's some other shit people do? You know, driving a car 100 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? 100 miles per hour. You know, 120. Shit like this. Like, don't get me wrong. I've done that before. But that's not smart, man. That's tempting the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? And so when you come out of the world, you understand these things. And you understand that it's not smart, it's not wise to tempt the Lord. You know? Look at this. She got toe up. She's still alive, but she got toe up, though. And after I read this, I'm going to grab a scripture, you know, that will resonate with the hopeful elect. A snow leopard mauled a tourist's face with blood dripping from her face right after the tourist took a selfie with the wild animal. An unnamed tourist in northern China spotted the predator while skiing off the non-ski routes. That's part of tempting the Lord. Your ass is going skiing and you on a non-ski route. All right. She went over to snap a picture and then was attacked on January 23rd. The footage shows the leopard calmly sitting next to the victim before viciously attacking. And I don't know if y'all been hiking before, man, but if you ever been hiking, right? Like, for example, here in the Bay Area in California, it's a city called Berkeley, right? It's where Cal Berkeley is, the, you know, one of those, you know, one of the most prestigious colleges in the United States, if you will. It's up there. You know, it's like top 5 or something, maybe top 10, I don't know. But that city, it's an area called Grizzly Peak. It's like real up in the hills and shit. And it's a hike trail. And there's signs in like kind of chained off areas that say like, don't go past this area. And if you got half a brain, you would know it's telling you don't. Those signs are put up for a reason. All right, don't go past this for a reason. You know, just like this, she was skiing on a non-ski route, meaning she disobeyed them signs. You know, I know damn good and well them signs was up there. She just didn't care. She wanted to, I'm about to go take me a picture. With it's a motherfucking cat. It's a big cat. It ain't a house cat. I'm about to, you idiot. Now look at you. Because you don't listen or pay attention. The tourist was headed to her hotel in Katake in China. That's when she spotted the large and rare cat in the wooded area. According to witnesses, the leopard not only mauled her face, but even bit down her skull with its jaw. The woman can be heard crying in the video after others were holding and helping her after the attack. Her gloves were splattered with blood. The leopard was unable to go more through the tourist's thick helmet. She lucky she had a helmet on. That motherfucker would have crushed her goddamn skull. The U.S. Sun reported a ski instructor chased the cat away by waving his pose. The snow leopard was spotted in the resort for a few days, and authorities gave out a warning. The hospital said the woman was stable and it was not life-threatening. The snow leopard was detected in the tourist skiing resort for a few days before the attack, authorities said. The authorities said they also had several safety warnings warnings directed at tourists. So they was already warning y'all. They was already warning folks. Like, look, man, it's a snow leopard around this joint, so y'all might want to be cool. If you had half a brain, you actually would have turned your ass around and said, yep, nope, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what a Jake would have did, for the most part. That's what most Jakes would have did. Like, if you imagine like a scary movie and the fact that like almost every scary movie would end hella quick if if it was starring an Israelite, because we not gonna trip and fall over air and shit like that, fall over some bullshit, or we not gonna be in the backwoods of some creepy ass place, and go into some abandoned ass house. Like, let me see what's going on in here. You know what I mean? We not going for it. We're not doing that. We would have turned right the fuck around. Well, as soon as the authorities was talking about it, yeah, it's a snow leopard around this mother. Yeah, all right, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Recently, snow leopard activity has been detected in Jim Valley. The warnings read, snow leopards are large predators with strong aggressive tendencies. When passing through this area, please move quickly and do not linger. Do not get out of your vehicle or approach to take photos, and never walk alone in the surrounding area. But they said don't take no goddamn photos. And they told you they told your ass don't get out the car. They told your ass don't approach them leopards. They told your ass don't take no pictures with them. What did you do? What she do, y'all? What she do? What you think she did? Tempt the Lord. That's what she did. That's what she did. You can't make this shit up, man. Authorities added immediately after the mauling rescue measures took place. Meanwhile, police officials and local forestry have increased patrol and required tourists avoid going near dangerous wildlife, as they already should have been avoiding. Right? So let me grab this for the hopeful elect. Bear with me. This is the book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. So, when Jacob's trouble hit, there's going to be a lot of wildlife making their way into urban areas, right? Into cities and neighborhoods and such. But the hopeful elect will not have to worry about that. Will not be scared. The hopeful elect will not be scared of a bear or a leopard or a mountain lion or whatever the fuck makes its way into these urban areas. It's a lot. I got the hiccups now. Just hella random. You hopeful elect out there, man, y'all gonna be good. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will protect us. I pray that I'm of the hopeful elect. I say that with all humbleness and humility. Abaratazah, Father, will I be of the hopeful elect. Y'all be of the hopeful elect as well. Abaratazah. And we will be protected and won't have to worry about that. An incident like that where, an animal crosses our path or we cross paths with an animal, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai may use it to bring us some food. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai may use said animal to protect us in a time of danger. You just never know, how Yahweh Shem Shai will do it, but he will do it. Just keep the faith, keep repenting, keep rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of your ability. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. Keep calling on Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, begging for mercy and forgiveness. All right. We almost out of this thing. We almost home. All right. I know y'all looking forward to that rest as much as I am, and looking forward to living on a thriving earth. All right. Where we in rulership and everything is the way it's supposed to be, and not fucked up like it is here with Esau and rulership, man. Scriptures say when the righteous are in authority, everybody rejoice. Even the trees are singing. Even the trees will sing because of how great everything will be when we in power. All right. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.